The drama swirling around The View has turned into a full-blown tempest, with Sunny Hostin smack in the center of it. Once the crown jewel of morning talk shows, the program now feels more like a battleground, with plummeting ratings and personalities clashing louder than silverware in a diner. And in the corporate tower above it all, Bob Iger clings to the reins like a rodeo cowboy without a rope, watching the chaos unfold. Sunny Hostin has always brought heat to the table, but recent events have turned that heat into a wildfire. For a while, tensions between her, Disney, and ABC had been simmering, but now they've boiled over. It started with her on-air commentary, sharp enough to slice through even the thickest political rhetoric. Her fiery remarks might win applause from some corners of the audience, but they've also sent waves crashing into Disney's boardroom. Take, for instance, her recent sign-off to Puerto Rican voters, telling them to take the trash out in 2024, a jab as much about Trump as it was a call to action. Moments like this might be gripping television, but they've been ruffling feathers with the suits upstairs. And when those feathers belong to Disney's golden goose, also known as The View, you can bet the executives are taking notes, and not the kind Sunny reads during tapings. Behind closed doors, Disney's leadership reportedly had enough. In what must have been a tense meeting filled with deep sighs and coffee-fueled exhaustion, the board made a decision. Sunny's salary would be slashed. Once earning $8 million a year, her pay will drop to $5 million starting in 2025, a $3 million haircut that can't feel anything but brutal. Adding insult to injury, the raise she'd been counting on to boost her pay to $12 million was canceled outright. In one stroke, her financial future dimmed faster than a low-rated spin-off. But it didn't stop there. Disney tightened the screws further by barring Sunny from supplementing her income through appearances on other shows. Imagine being grounded, not by your parents, but by a corporate giant, and told to stay home. For someone used to having a platform, it was a clear message: reel it in or else. Why such harsh measures? Insiders point to Sunny as a scapegoat for the show's ratings slump. While The View has never been short on controversy, someone had to take the fall for its troubles. The claim is bold, especially since the show's ensemble cast seems to take turns sparking Twitter outrage. But Sunny's name was the one circled in red, and her fiery on-air moments reportedly pushed producers past their breaking point. Even Whoopi Goldberg, known for keeping executives on edge herself, has been overshadowed by Sunny's headline-making antics. The backlash isn't just about politics either. There's also the Brittany Mahomes incident, where Sunny commented on the wife of Kansas City Chiefs star Patrick Mahomes after she liked a pro-Trump post. The backlash against Brittany was swift, but Sunny's choice to wade into the fray only added to her growing pile of controversies. For Sunny, it seems like no topic is too small or too volatile to touch, and her unapologetic style has become both her signature and her Achilles heel. Naturally, Sunny isn't taking the corporate crackdown lying down. Furious over her pay cut and canceled raise, she's fighting back with accusations of sexism, racism, and misogyny, claiming she's being unfairly targeted compared to her colleagues. Whether this is a genuine grievance or a calculated counterstrike, one thing is clear: she isn't going down without a fight. Meanwhile, The View itself feels like it's at a crossroads. Once a morning show powerhouse, its future seems as shaky as its ratings. Disney, desperate to stabilize the ship, is gambling on reining in Sunny while grappling with the bigger question: can the show survive without alienating its increasingly divided audience? For Sunny, this is more than just a paycheck or a platform. It's about staying relevant in an industry that's quick to forget yesterday's headline makers. For Disney, it's about protecting a legacy show without losing the very sparks that made it shine in the first place. And for viewers, it's just another day in the endlessly entertaining saga of The View, messy, dramatic, and utterly addictive. The storm surrounding The View has turned into something no morning cup of coffee can fix. Once the vibrant crown jewel of daytime talk shows, the program now feels more like a ship caught in a hurricane, and Sunny Hostin is at the eye of it. Her fiery rhetoric, bold takes, and refusal to back down have put her at odds with Disney and ABC executives, who seem increasingly ready to cut their losses. Sunny isn't just worried about her own standing, though. she's been vocal about her concerns for the working class, retirees, and future generations. She speaks often about the erosion of rights and freedoms, particularly for women and marginalized groups. Her words, whether they resonate with viewers or not, carry the weight of someone who's lived these challenges. But in a world where politics and television ratings collide, sincerity often becomes secondary to spectacle. Disney's leadership, helmed by Bob Iger, has had enough. Once known for managing crises with precision, Iger now finds himself juggling more disasters than anyone in his role might have anticipated. From The View's faltering ratings to struggles with other ABC staples like Good Morning America and Jimmy Kimmel Live, the network's problems feel like an ever-expanding list. Amid all this, Sunny's controversy has become a focal point. Her comments, from calling out political figures to rallying Puerto Rican voters with sharp-edged rhetoric, have ruffled feathers among executives and audiences alike. Whether her critiques are fair or incendiary is up for debate, but one thing is clear: her words have consequences. Disney recently announced a sharp pay cut for Sunny, reducing her salary from $8 million to $5 million and scrapping her anticipated raise to $12 million. If that weren't enough, she's been barred from supplementing her income with appearances on other shows. Rumors are now swirling that Disney might pull the plug on her role entirely. Insiders suggest the network is exploring replacements, potentially someone who could challenge the views of co-hosts like Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar. The goal? To inject some new energy into the show's debate format. But would it work? Critics argue that no amount of casting changes can save a program that's been running on fumes for years. Sunny, however, isn't going quietly. Behind the scenes, she's reportedly gearing up for a legal fight, consulting lawyers, and preparing to contest the pay cut. She's also standing firm in her convictions, refusing to tone down her rhetoric despite Disney's repeated pleas. To her, the stakes are bigger than a salary. This is about staying true to her beliefs, no matter the cost. But Sunny's defiance hasn't earned her universal support. While Whoopi and Joy are said to be standing by her, some wonder if their defense is genuine or just an attempt to preserve on-set harmony. For Disney, her unwillingness to bend has only deepened the crisis. The network is stuck between a rock and a hard place, risking backlash if they fire her and risking ratings if they don't. Still, pinning all of The View's struggles on Sunny feels overly simplistic. This is a show that built its reputation on fiery debates and bold personalities. Viewers once tuned in to watch sparks fly, but somewhere along the way, the formula started to wear thin. What once felt fresh and daring now feels like an endless cycle of outrage, with fewer people willing to stick around to see how it all ends. The broader picture for Disney isn't much brighter. Bob Iger has been trying to stabilize the company before his planned departure in 2026, but the challenges are mounting. From underperforming streaming platforms to declining theme park attendance, the company's troubles go far beyond a single show. Yet, the drama surrounding The View feels emblematic of the larger issues plaguing the media giant: a struggle to adapt, a reliance on aging formulas, and a growing disconnect with audiences. As for Sunny, her future remains uncertain. She could fight her way through this storm, emerge as a symbol of resistance, or become the latest casualty of a network in disarray. Whether she's a villain, a scapegoat, or simply the loudest voice in a chaotic room depends on who you ask. One thing is certain though, the drama isn't over. The View's challenges are far from resolved, and Sunny's battle with Disney could become even messier. Whether this saga ends with redemption or a quiet exit, it's a story that continues to captivate, if only for the spectacle of it all.